I hang out with CoffeeZilla. Shoutouts to those of you who know. Let's say gameplay window. Boop, 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 boop. Ah, why are you capping Discord? That's unfortunate. I really wish that OBS wouldn't do that. Oh, hey, it no longer mutes when I tab out. That's nice of it. How's the audio? Can you hear it, chat? Might be because you arrived. Your sound command don't work yet, just an FYI. Is that why my CPU spun up? It was like, planes, 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 planes. Chat, what do we name this loser? I don't know why I said it that way. We were this guy previously. I read that as Heinz. The maker of ketchup. Taserface? You know, I really want to go with this guy and just name him Corpse Grinder.
Lovely fruit, the tomato. Remove everything that's
Gunther, too.
The vitamins, the nutrients.
We did name the first one Gunther, didn't we?
Shit, garbage shit sugar, and put it in a shit bottle that sounds like shit when you put it on your shit. It's shit. Stop eating ketchup.
Master Sarge, this loser. All right, chat. Spam name suggestions. They don't have to be historically accurate in the slightest. And the first one that makes me chuckle is the one that we go with. I'm going to design an ugly shield. Hold on. Let's go spikes. Let's make it pink and green and black and red. Awesome. Schlong? I mean, cat. Tomato salad. Biggest dickus. Okay. Hansel. Okay, sweet. Grumpelheim. Also, did the directory and whatnot update? Am I in the correct location for this video game? Fart Nose McSniff. Ew. Gross. John Jacob Jingleheimer. Okay. Fappenschmerz. Okay, well... Andres Fappenschmerz. Do I have enough letters? Fib Fappenschmerz. Who looks the most like a Fibs Fappenschmerz to you, chat? But we can't build it. No, we can't. Shadow Absorber, I'll have you know. Bottom center? That looks like a Fib Fappenschmerz to you? Not this guy? Although this guy just kind of looks like he runs a brothel. I can tell you right, I know exactly what that is, Urist. I don't have enough characters for that, unfortunately. I could call him John, like John Gumplepot, buddy, and then just say etc. That's Draco's brother. Yeah, some asshole, probably. The bottom right guy is this guy. That's why I clicked it, so that you could see it. Wait, is what from? Bob the Builder, or that name? Because that's actually somebody's name, isn't it? All right, well, that's Fib Fappenschmerz. Fib Fappenschmerz, and we need a better symbol. I don't like the little thingy. How about the shovel? Those were diggy diggy. Oh, no, snail. Definitely a snail. Definitely a snail. Actually, sorry, that's even better. Perfect. That's Monty Python? Okay, because there is a person with a name that's literally that long. I've been on the Wikipedia page for it before. You can't laugh, but you're laughing? Then don't laugh. Chat? No laughing. You hear me? Also, they're tidy whiteys, so thus we have to make them tidy and white. Perfect. Fib Fappenschmerz of... What's our town called?
Is that interesting?
Restoring peace. 2 territories in the north are claimed by an illegitimate baron whose castle is located off the map. Oh, wow, this is updated. Bandit camps reside on the other unclaimed regions. Build and expand your own when ready. Challenge the baron for the northern territories. Fulfill the requirements of your citizens and rule your medieval town as you see fit without worrying about combat. Let's do the middle one. Leave everything default. That's fine. So, the last time I loaded this game through Proton, it ran like butts on sandpaper for a little bit and then started running just fine. But this time it seems to be loading good, so that's good. Maybe it was loading shaders or something. Not bad. No message. Victory campaign. Build up your town, your manor, and when ready, press claims towards regions owned by your opponents. I'll unite those under my rule. Liberate the peasants, for they know not what they miss by not being liberated by great people such as... Okay, what do we have here? We have Whammels, we have Stoppids, we have Iron Depths, we have Burr Depths, and we have Clay Depths. Got it. There's a trade point right there. Okay, work in progress. Got it. Where are we exactly? Okay. It's a new landmass for me. Music is so... Everything about this game is so good. I adore how relaxing this game is. It is a wonderful little break, is how I describe this game. It's just a awesome little relaxing time of making cool looking things. But you know, every single time I've played, I haven't tried too hard to actually make like a decent looking town. I've always just kind of like built around what's already provided. So I'm actually gonna take a look at something and pre-plan. Okay, so emmer, flax, barley. Wow, I actually have like decent growing areas. We could actually do some farming. Okay, so I think townage is gonna go over here, in here, maybe. Or we could just like build along here. A calm break from the invasion of hell. Yes, totally, definitely. Nice calm break. I'm just trying to think where I should start building houses. Well, actually, I mean, that's not the first thing I need to build. The first thing I need to build is what, like food storage, right? Like a storehouse and a granary. Let's put you there. That's our granary. Or the storehouse, rather. What? Okay, never mind. And then we'll put the granary right there. You really need to get this game. This game is great. Also, speaking of games that look great, I posted a game in subscriber chat the other day. You guys should take a look at it if you get the chance. It's a little dungeon crawler thing. Looks kind of awesome. It's one of those games where it's like, I personally really want to play it, but I fear me and most of my chat would die of motion sickness if I did. But it looks super cool. Okay, the other thing I need to check is wells. Sweet, perfect. Before we do the wells, let's go here and do a logging camp. Maybe plop a logging camp like right there. And let the chill begin. The weed gummy hits. When the weed gummy hits as the violins come in. There you go. This is like genuinely an A+ stoner game though, let's be honest. So now we need to name this location. So what would Fib Fappenschmerz name their home? I don't know what Katzenelblogen means. What's Katzenelblogen? Explain to me in 3 words or less what that means. Flappenberg. No, it would be called Flappenberg. Flappyberg? Cat elbow. Okay. Oh. I'm just gonna be mean for a second and just be like, how could we translate that into something less problematic? Dusselst. Oh boy. I mean, we could just. I do actually kind of like Flappenberg. How about too far? What's up, three Basil? How's things? I think I'm gonna go with sure, why not? If anybody asked, by the way, Scrimblow, man, what are you, a Vine Sauce watcher? I'm gonna go with chat, and if anybody asks, the game did it. Wixen. Let's increase the priority of this ever so slightly. Speed things up a little bit, just to get things moving. Like I said, if chat asks, or if anybody asks, the game generated it. I don't know, it's just randomly generated. Mr. Fappin coming to see his new home. Get out of my way. Man, that's a very unenthusiastic shoveling this guy's doing. Like he's not even sticking it in the dirt. Also, I think his shovel is inversed. Why are you hitting me with the shovel? Stop it. Bad. Rude. How's this running in Proton? Just fine. Everything's maxed out. So, you know, I don't want to become like a wandering preacher preaching the word of Linux. That's like actually one of my goals with this, like my channel, because like I am aware that I'm now streaming from Linux, but like I probably should put it in my tags that I'm playing on Linux, because then I can be like, yeah, this does actually run through Proton just fine. Although if something shows up as playable on Steam, that generally is a pretty good sign. Which this did, so. I don't care. I am terrible at German as well. I honestly, because like, Das is like this, and Die is like that, isn't it? I don't know. It's been a while since I Germaned. By a while, I mean like a really long while since I've Germaned. Yeah, no, I've heard that from a number of places. Stealth. So here, we'll change this to oops. Can't. Wow, it doesn't let me do that. Okay, fine. Das Katzenschloss. I don't really want to tab out on this game because it doesn't like tabbing out past tab. So, please don't tell me to look at pictures. Chat can, though. Also, I've seen many sleepy kitties in my life. This might be a surprise, but I have. But yeah, no, it's. I mean, if it wasn't for Valve, I wouldn't be playing video games on Linux right now. Just period. Like it wouldn't be happening. Actually, you know what? There's no reason to do this just yet. Let's just speed these up. Get these two rolling. Once the storehouse is done, then we can get this rolling. A new message. I have heard of your renown and only seek to defend my rights and honor against those who would wrong me. I hope that you just fuck off. Don't care about your goddamn diplomacy. Yeah, well, it's implied. Best it. It is very implied. Because you have this habit of posting a picture and then telling me directly that you've posted a pic. So I'm just informing you that I am not going to look at it at this exact moment. Maybe at a later date or time. For a monopoly company, they are one of the least in-shitified Like, the only real in-shitifying that Valve has done is just, yeah, you can sell whatever on our platform. Which, their filters are good enough that you can just kind of filter out a lot of the nonsense, but it's not optimal. Still. In my opinion. But it is very much in a good enough state, at least for me. Okay, I do not has enough log. Okay, well, we just need to chop it down some logs for a little bit. You guys finish that, and you guys go there. All right, let's just go log for a wee bit. So we have more than 2 timber. That there is no developer tags on games. That there is no developer tags on games is a bad thing. But there is more or less just bad user tag moderation. I mean, sure, there's definitely bad things about Steam. There's tons of bad things about Steam. But I think that most of the bad that they do is just due to plain old-fashioned negligence. Like, neglecting their platform less than actively making their platform worse. And if I'm given the option between a monopoly that neglects its platform and, like, should update crappy parts of it, versus a monopoly that just actively makes it worse for everybody involved, I would take a lazy person. You know, it's like, if given the option, you know? And obviously it's like choosing between which side of a shit sandwich you want to bite into, but it's still the option I would choose. Like, if Reddit was doing all of the, like, nonsense AI nonsense that they've been doing, but at the same time also didn't change the user interface and make it, like, a mobile interface, I would still use Reddit. Like, you know, if given the option. But, you know, we all pick our battles, right? Okay, so I'm going to take 2 families off this and let them get to work. Oh, no, absolutely. And you want to know why they closed down the API? Is because they were getting tired of OpenAI and other companies pulling all the data for free because they realized that they could make more money by selling the API than they could by not. And Elon Musk started that with Twitter, right? Like, the first major website, at least that I'm aware of, to start charging for their API that used to be free was Twitter. And bankrupted, like, the little cottage industry that had built up around it. I wonder if they more effectively claim housing now. We'll see. Economicus. Final revenge? I don't know about final. I think we got way more to go before the final. Did a rent a skin option for one of... News this week, they did rent a skin option for one of the games, and that was kind of shitty, but it balances out with the Proton support. Yeah, no, I mean, like, here's the thing. Valve does a lot of good for games as a whole, but the things that they do with their games aren't necessarily good. Like, I'm not saying that Valve is blameless. Trust me. Like, I don't really like their business model of skins at all. I think that stuff's kind of terrible, and they've definitely had a lot of shitty things that they've done. But as far as, like, compatibility, accessibility, and long-term game preservation, they're pretty okay. As much as I get annoyed by a lot of the things they do, you know? Like, is that enough asterisk citation needed responses? Okay, so we are going to go to, let's say you, because I think berries are real close by, right? Yes, right there. Right there. Yeah, and I might actually try and do farms early on this one.
Summer's coming soon, and soon the beaten sun. We all know what that means.
Okay, so far we've got two families housed. You know, something that I think is kind of interesting, actually, is how in the very first version of the game, they wouldn't move out of the tents. It's like they're all complaining that they're homeless, but refuse to move out of the tents. It's actually a bug I found kind of amusing at the time. Still kind of do. But, yeah, I don't know. The thing is, like, Microsoft, it's so weird, like, Microsoft just as a company. Like, from the perspective of somebody who plays games, right? Like, I'm not even talking about their operating system. Like, Microsoft goes from being big, bad, evil monster, fuck them, they need to die, to, oh, hey, Game Pass is pretty great, to big, bad monster, holy fuck, they need to die, to, oh, look, they brought back Age of Empires, that's awesome, to big, like, it's like, the more bipolar than I am. It's kind of wild, actually, because they'll be, like, the greatest company in the world for a little bit, and everybody loves them, to suddenly they're horrible, and now everybody hates them. To suddenly they're great and everybody loves them again. Back to they're horrible. In like a very rapid, quick succession period of time. The whiplashes are real. I'm really curious to know what the studio who like made that remake of AoE is gonna do next. Like, genuinely, I'm curious. I would like to know. Although here's kind of a dumb question that isn't entirely serious. Who's doing a better job promoting PC gaming on Linux, chat? Microsoft or Valve? Because right now I would almost say Microsoft. Like, don't get me wrong. Valve's done a lot. But Microsoft might actually be doing a better job of promoting it. So I'm just going to do two tiny little houses right there. And then this is just going to be a market, maybe, if I can squeeze it. Definitely Microsoft. It's like Valve, you know, made a handheld device that runs Linux, Proton, all that great stuff. Whereas Microsoft's just like, hey, fuck you right in the operating system. So I guess maybe we have to thank Microsoft for being inept. Although I do actually wonder, you know, like, because as awful as a lot of these big companies are built out of large, very large combinations of individuals, right? All with different opinions, ideas, wants, and needs, to the point where I do actually wonder when things like this most recent Copilot update come out. Is there people at Microsoft just sitting there going like, we're fucked, they're gonna kill it, our business model's gonna fall over, we're completely screwed, god damn. Like, is there somebody in the higher ups at Microsoft right now just like sweating? Because I feel like every time I look at the news right now, it's just like, here is an article about how insecure that tech is going to be. Here's an article about how all of these, like, hackers are going to get into your computer, or how anybody who gets like the right type of cookie or tracker onto your computer. Here is an article directly about how they can completely compromise your system if you're using Copilot. And it's like, not very high in the hierarchy though. True, I mean, if you're high in the hierarchy, you've eaten enough, you've drank enough of the Kool-Aid that you're not even in that area anymore. It's like not even in your sight lines. Okay, so we do have 2 marketplaces. We have a food stall and a firewood stall.
These things do happen from time to time.
Always says these things. I mean, I know some people who work there or work at companies around Microsoft or like work at Microsoft-owned companies who are basically always saying that. Or just like, oh boy, it's you know it's like the standard code monkeys, right? Mercenary companies available. That's fine. You know, something about playing this game, though, is it really does make me feel like I need to go back and play some more Ostriv. I think, and every time I play this game, I'm always like, you know, Ostriv is like this, but less pretty, but way deeper mechanics. I think I should go get that game again. We should play that at some point. Right now, I'll be honest, I'm still just playing this because it scratches the right itch, and it's the game that people know about. So people are more likely to watch, and it is very pretty. We've leveled up. Really, it is. Yeah, very great. Very, very great. So oh, interesting. They nerfed trade logistics. You bastards! Establishing a new trade route costs 50% less. Tisk. Trapping enables hunters to skillfully lay traps in the forest, which will give passive income of meat. Ooh. It's one of these 2, I think. Hold on, I'm curious about something. I mean, I'm in an ad break right now, but I wonder if orchards are worth going for. I would like to try that. How come I can't look at the fertility of orchards? Been enjoying selling charcoal early on to get some cash. Yeah, no, I mean, you need to get the cash flowing early. Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna go with trade logistics right off the bat. Is what we're gonna do. Orchards, they're a house upgrade? Okay. Okay. Got it. Strong militia is paramount, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so you right here, you're going to take that. So I've got 1 extra family. I think I might just, like, immediately make you. Hunting is up there, nice and close. Last family is going to be hunting, but before I do that, I'm going to make a couple more houses. Yeah, I played this on launch week, and I basically haven't touched it since. So if there's been any changes, I've probably missed them. Queue those up. Heading to bed. We'll see you later, UGDPY. Thanks for sticking around. They're nice, but you need a larger plot, though. Got it, got it. Like, for it to really be worth it, I guess. I tend to just make them do chickens, because chickens seem pretty good. What? I beg your pardon, Kim. I guess I started the road in front of that house. Okay, let's do that.
Don't be shy, good sirs and ladies.
Don't be shy, as he says.
Gave the old ox a handful of much old grain. He's spreading it wide.
Yeah, I think I can hold off on the orchard then if it's just that, and also should go over to this to make it woodcutters. We'll make that. Fit for a king. Sure. You know, this is a very good fitting game to be playing the day I'm going to go see Unleash the Archers.
Berries so plump and juicy.
Also, thank you, Wombat Cole,
The bushel.
over in the YouTube chat. Although we won't be able to unleash the archers anytime soon, unfortunately. At least not right away. When? Where? I'm seeing Unleash the Archers. What time is it? It is, what, 4 p.m.? I'm seeing Unleash the Archers at 8 o'clock. Well, 9 p.m., actually. 9 p.m. Vancouver. They're on tour for their most recent album. And whenever Unleash the Archers goes on tour, they always start off in a tiny-ass, itty-bitty, baby, witty, tiny little venue that's local to me. And to give you an idea, they literally send out an email to people who specifically subscribe to that venue's location before they put the tickets on sale to do pre-sale, because it's usually sells out before the pre-sale's over whenever they do a show here. You've not heard the new album yet? It's pretty good. It's not that heavy. Like, my friends are just like, oh yeah, no, this is gonna be a mosh heavy show, and I'm just sitting there like, I don't know, it's pretty power metal-y. But it's good. Quality is so much better on Twitch. Yep. What's funny is I'm streaming at the same bitrate to YouTube. Like, literally all of the settings are identical. So, and I've looked at the YouTube streams too, and it's like, ooh, ugh, aye. What, the Unleash the Archers show in Vancouver? Are you in Vancouver, Creed? Really? I didn't know that. Okay, so there's this website. Oh, well, hi from Surrey. We need to talk at some point. Where are you? Like, how local to me are you? Jesus, are you, like, up the street? There was a funny interaction I had in a friend's chat a while ago where I mentioned something about the weather, and then somebody else was just like, wait, where are you? And I was like, Surrey, BC. And they're like, wait, hold on. And then they DM'd me, and they're like, what street? I'm like, this street? And they're like, I'm 2 blocks from you. I was like, neat. And I haven't talked to that person since. But go look up the website, Creed, Invisible Orange. And sign up for their newsletter. Because that's who books. It's either Modified Ghost and Invisible Orange are the 2 websites. They are concert booking companies, and they book all of these shows, and that's how I find out about shows, like, way before they actually happen. Gotta get that made. Got 5 months of food, 1 month of fuel. You went and got to a little creek and got a wild duckweed, BC. I want some plants in your tank, but it has no fish in it. You kind of mayfly larva. Let's get this done. Dunk. Done. let's just get some of that sorted. Get some fuel up in this town. Get that done later. They stole my tools, assholes. And they shouted through their window. No, I've never had that happen. I've never, like, encountered somebody watching my stream who also lives in my building. They all have water access. They're missing access to this to certain stalls. It's not even that far away. What? It's like literally right there. Okay, you do. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. We just need a church, which is easy enough, and clothing. I've never tried starting with farms. It's probably a bad idea. I'm just gonna pop that there. We'll worry about that once I get some more people. Bad joke noted. Bring out your dad. You know, honestly, Darmond in the YouTube chat has a very good point. There should be a Monty Python mod for this game, and all it does is it just randomly makes Monty Python lines play in the background. I've been playing for like 30 minutes. Joe and Bra. We were playing Dorfort all day, so I'm not sure. Yes, to be efficient anyway. Yeah, we could do wheat pretty effectively. But I do need a farmhouse. Because, like, they won't get the whole field done. I'm also very aware that farming early is super inefficient, by the way. Oh, I know. Dominic, I know. I know. Don't worry. Way ahead of you. I literally have 5 families, so there isn't much I can do. And besides, I was kinda, well, not kinda, but kinda doing a lot of things right now. Like, you know, finishing up houses. 'Cause I got a bunch of empty houses over here. But what I need is I need to get... Okay, we got firewood working. Okay, let's wait until we have a few more months worth of firewood. Knights of the Round Table, or like every now and again, like whenever a trader goes by on a like with the little cart, they go with the coconut sounds. Yeah. I would honestly say if I played with a mod like that for this once, this game would be unplayable without it. It would be delightful. Yep. Yes, it would be. Followed you, watched me for ages. It would be rude to ask what you're... no, it's fine. My right eye, it doesn't work at all, and my left eye has severe tunnel vision. I have what's called coloboma of the retina and the iris in both eyes, but it affected my bad eye very, very heavily. Most people with coloboma are completely blind. It's also exceptionally rare. It's about 1 in 500,000 people has a chance of getting it. Although it is genetic, so once it runs in your family, you have a significantly higher chance of getting it. So I'm cursed. But apparently I had like a great grandfather who was completely blind on my dad's side. So there, and also there was a lot of family members who just mysteriously died of weird, mysterious reasons, which, you know, leads to a lot of other problems with me, but basically my eyes are trash, and they're bad enough that I can't work in most jobs that don't require any kind of, like, training, for lack of a better term. So I can't, you know, work. I couldn't go get a job in flagging. It's actually part of the reason I stayed in fast food for so long. Like before streaming full time, I like worked night shift at McDonald's for years and like practically killed myself at that stupid job. Because it was the highest paying job I could get without having a driver's license. I mean, I do now, but like for a solid like 6 or 7 years, I'll put it this way. I'm extraordinarily lucky to have this job. And it is a wonderful job to have. But in many ways, I am very much fucking cursed. Like, it's hard to explain, but without you being me, but trust me, it's a curse. So I think we're just going to do wheat, follow, wheat. And we're going to sell wheat. You're hiring drivers? I'm firing drivers. I'm telling them to go buy bicycles. I mean, what? Also, Wuggy, what up? It's good to see you. Your dwarf made an extremely expensive artifact if you were here. I don't know if you saw it, but... extremely expensive artifact, let me tell you. One of the like weirdest indirect compliments I ever got, Dominoc, was not this year, but the year before. In March, I got a phone call from Revenue Canada and almost had a heart attack because I was like, I see this and it says like Revenue Services, like, oh fuck, am I getting audited? And this was like right after Dwarf Fortress came out, right? So for lack of a better term, I made more in a month and a half than I had in the last 2 years prior.
Respect for the honesty.
And I thank you, just one second. And I get this phone call, and I pick up the phone call. I'm like, hello? And it was on my day off, thankfully. And the guy's like, hi, I was someone checking in from Revenue Services, and we noticed an abnormally large amount of funds going into your accounts. What do you do again? So I explained to him what I do, because apparently it was written down really weird. It was like I was like written down as like private broadcasting or something. I don't know what my tax lady wrote it down as, actually. It was so long ago. But I reconfirmed, like, yeah, I'm a YouTuber and Twitch streamer. And he goes, oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, you guys have very fluctuating income. That makes a lot of sense. You being like an independent contractor, like doing stuff on YouTube. Okay, fine, fair enough. We were kind of worried here because, like, you know, when a lot of money appears somewhere, it's often like a sign of fraud. And I'm just sitting there like, and then he's just like, but it's okay, because we really like you guys. I was like, why? And he's like, because you cost the country absolutely nothing, and you make massive amounts of money appear from outside of the country, which is the best thing we could possibly ask for. I'm like, all right. Not only that, but I'm liked by Revenue Services, apparently. And besides, I pay my taxes, so. I did genuinely almost have a heart attack when I got that phone call, though. It was one of the scariest phone calls I've ever picked up in my life. But, Salas, or Slice, Slass, I actually don't know how to say your name. I remember you subscribing once before, but thank you very much for the second month. Welcome back. I appreciate the subscription. That's the first notification of money in 2 hours. Oh, sweet. Thank you. I think I will get a second family working on this because currently I've got a couple empty houses. So basically we need a church and clothing. That seems a little busted. It's 6%. Well, okay, at least it's readable. Actually, I wonder. Well, I found a bug somewhere. I'm actually curious, how much of my CPU am I using right now? %. Okay, so it's literally just like launching the game that uses a lot of CPU. Because launching this game damn near maxed out my CPU for a minute, but that's good. Are we doing on wood? 10 timber. To 35 firewood. How much fuel do we have? 5 months of firewood? Okay, we should let them keep doing that for a little bit. Kind of tempted to take the humans out of the storage house. I mean, we do have 11 months of food. Let's just move you guys over there. Get another family into the farm. They're up to 25%. No, totally. Yeah, the game does the it's the like Unreal Engine like loading shaders thing, right? Just looking at the clock. Okay, so I basically have about 2 and a bit hours that I can play this, which is pretty good, and that should be enough time to like get another couple levels up and get some families going. And hopefully I'll be able to give people an actual response of how the patch is. Can also do some clay bricks early too. Okay, so they're just past halfway. We're all the way up to July. I don't know how much we're actually going to be able to get done this year. Maybe I should just leave follow. You know, I think we're gonna do two rounds of wheat and then follow. That's what we're gonna do. Because I'm not gonna get much this year. At least we know that going in. Happiness is also gonna go up next month when we hit August because we're gonna have, you know, extra people. Let's all, you know, let's just put everybody into the farm for right now. This game is just like, it's like medieval town ASMR is what this game is. And you know what? It's what makes it great. Everybody's working on the goddamn farm. Get her done, peoples. Get all of that wheat sowed. Fortunately, they get it done pretty quick once it's all finished with this part of it. Here's hoping we can have bread by the end of the year. Gently on the wheat, gently on the stream. Something. Life is but I don't know how to end that one. Okay. Let's actually put you over there instead. Keep the food stall up and running. Life is butter and cream. Well, okay, we need a merrily thing, though. Like, plowing. No, it doesn't work. It's just, I don't know about that. Yay, we get another family. Hallelujah. So how many families do we have? Okay, so we got one empty house. Meaning I should... Oh, you're dirt. No, that's Santa Claus. Come on. Also, I feel like you're calling like a lady dirt when you say that. Like, nothing about that feels right. Nothing about that feels right. Down to 6 timber. I'm really curious to see if we get any kind of yield out of this sucker. She is a peasant, she is a dirt to you, me lord. Oh boy. I feel like this is one of those lines of joking where, like, yeah, you're not wrong for the time periods. Like, I can't point at you and be like, no. But at the same time, if I agree with you, I might get banned from a website, so I don't want to do that. Because, you know, context and all that, right? Context, intent, as a certain CEO of this website once said before he stopped being CEO and then became the CEO of wasn't Emmett Shear's CEO of OpenAI for like 4 hours or something? I just recall one of the last times I went on Twitter, just seeing him tweet like CEO speedrun any percent world record or whatever, where it was like 58 minutes or something. I need to actually look that up, but I'm pretty sure he was the CEO of OpenAI for a minute. $55 hours? Okay, sure. I just replaced the hours with minutes, but still. That's still a very short period of time, man. Like a hysterically short period of time. Well, at least these all have workers there once they're ready to go, and then I can just pull somebody off of the berry gathering plant and probably put them on fuel, actually. Get them to go build that. You wouldn't know, but wouldn't be surprised. Because, like, he stopped being CEO of Twitch because Amazon was going to make him lay off a bunch of people. And then he was, I think he's still unemployed. He's probably, like, off making money somewhere, but. So we're getting this field all of 9% done, which is pretty bad, but. But hopefully we'll be able to get some bread and stuff out of it. Get that houses done, and then we'll send these guys off to just go start working on... We'll send this family off of building houses, and we'll send them over to making firewood. Which is over here, which I may actually move. Actually move it to... Bandit campus sited. Lovely! I may actually move that over there, yeah. So they'll finish these 2 houses and then move that stuff over there. Of course, literally the second I move the building, it's like, well, now we're going to rain and damage all your goods. It's just like Canada. Plant my tomatoes and then real life's just like, yo, it's going to be fucking cold for a week and stunt the growth of all your tomato plants. Get wrecked, human. I'm like Sag, though. Big sad. Yield 0. Awesome. Who needs a yield? I don't. Okay, so we've had 2 families join almost immediately. We'll send you to the storehouse. Although, actually, no, I don't want you on the storehouse. I'm gonna remove you from that because I gotta put you on this so we can get fuel. Because just like Doc Brown, we need fuel! Yields are for quitters. You're not wrong. I wish it worked that way. This game is very early access. What this game really is it's a very satisfying little town builder with some elements of Stronghold and some elements of Total War and some, like, what's the word? Wider combat stuff and, like, faction and, like, location management. But it's not what I would describe as crazy deep. Especially not right now. There's a lot of systems that are, like, literally half finished. But it does have some interesting mechanics in it already. Also, hey, Fayan, what's up? Now Potash might be useful. Yeah. Yeah, I should have just left it follow this year. We'll get a decent harvest next year, and then we'll leave it follow. The thing is, though, I do need more food supply, among other things. We have 8 families and 10 houses, so I do have space for 2 more families. I am in an ad break, so once this is done, we'll just leave the game on slow speed. Also, as Azul, we'll see you later. Have a good night's sleep. I do that all the time, Neutron Dwarf. Somebody says goodbye and somebody else says goodbye to the person saying goodbye, and then I say goodbye to the person saying goodbye to the person saying goodbye, and then I feel dumb. Like, all the goddamn time. Just gonna take one family out of here and put them in the storehouse. That or maybe the yield estimate is broken. Fingers crossed. I don't think so. Yeah, it's only 17% grown, so we're just going to force an early harvest. Because we're not getting anything from it this year. The main thing I try and do is just, like, change the topic of discussion if I'm talking with somebody who doesn't have a sub badge when the ad breaks hit. Honestly, I kind of feel bad whenever the ad breaks hit, but kind of is what it is. I don't think I can. Well, I mean, yeah, I can, but I feel like that's kind of a waste of your channel points in this instance, but you do you. We got those families down there. Also, mods, if Stone, I think you're still watching. Do you know how to disable Dwarf Redemptions? Hobo, could you refund that? And also, could you disable Dwarf Redemptions if possible? Freshly baked bread? We don't even have wheat, though. How'd you get bread? What? I'm much confused. But I don't... Yeah, I mean, you just have to go into mod view. Hobo can mess with it, I'm sure. It's not too hard. We'll let them work on that in a little bit. For right now, we just need some more months worth of this stuff. Market food variety. You will redeem one in like 2 months. Hey, here's the thing. I'm sure here's the thing, Shy. If you stick around a lot, someone will gift you one eventually. Just like subscriptions. If you stick around this channel enough, someone will eventually gift you one. Damn, Daramond over in the YouTube chat now has made me really want a Monty Python mod for this game. That's what we need. I literally just need planks and wood. Well, let's get you over here doing this. Pause save button. Unless Hobo already found it. If Hobo already found it, then you're good. But pause, save, redemption, and dwarf redemption is things I need done because I don't want to tab out. Oh, hey, we'll get 6 yield in a few days. We're going to get 6 wheat. Cool. I'm going to swap you off of the forager's hut, and we'll put them onto the hunting camp next. You did refund the save thing? Okay, well, Alfie can do it then. Kinda need more fuel, but we'll be okay. Unassigned families are needed for construction. I know. So I need to get a... Well, actually, just take you off of this for a second. I'm just going to go here. I'm going to make a saw pit. You know, I saw a pit once, and it was terrifying. Okay, never mind. I need 2 logs. I only have 1 timber right now. Go get a second timber. God damn it. These bandits are stealing my berries. A bunch of ding bats. What did I do this time? That's something, probably. Definitely was very offensive. I think Devilish Potato is shaking in their boots for how terrifying a thing I just said. Yeah, I haven't been censoring me as much today, though, so it means I'm truly free to say what I want now that I've been uncensored. Move the hitching post over there, although I'm not sure that's actually the best. I think it should actually be over here. More reason to have it over. Oh, well, whatever. We've only been back for like an hour and a half. Excuses, excuses, excuses. I didn't even say anything. What? Blind Uncensored sounds like a shitty right-wing podcast, no offense. Yeah. That or some oddly specific pornography, one of the two.
This is heavier than it looks.
At least it wasn't a hairy pit. I have to contemplate the meaning of that one for a minute.
Firewood.
Firewood! I don't know how far he can fire wood, but he's trying. Well, so far all these houses have access. It does seem like these are working a little better, the markets, the distance of them. It's not super clear how far they can reach, but food variety's decent, fuel's decent, and clothing is, well, we have none. Winter is approaching. Okay, well, let's check this. We've got 5 months of food and 5 months of fuel. How are we doing on this? Now, I'm actually going to take you off of this and go tell you guys to go hunt. Saw pit is still under construction. I still can't get over the fact that my the image from my the image from my group is literally underwear. The game let me do that, chat. Okay, so we have a new family member, or family that's just moved in. Could be a sweaty, hairy pit like the one under ours. Ew, get some soap. Jeez, clean her up. Underwear flag is lit, though. Yeah, no, I mean, who doesn't want the undies flag? One way that we could actually satisfy clothing pretty easily is by making a tanner's shop. Which smells real bad because of all the piss that's used for making these kinds of hides, but we'll just queue those up and let them work on these little houses while they're at it. It's a few of those done. 5 months of food. 6 months of nonsense. How many hides do I have? Oh, 10 hides. Oh. Packed down to 0 timber. Well. Used to hate tanning hide. Oh, really? You've done that? It's just like 100 Fahrenheit. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't know where you are in the world. Since I'm going to Montreal in like a week, I have my phone set to weather alerts for Montreal, and I got a Montreal weather alert this morning, and it freaked me out because it was like 22 Celsius at 8 o'clock in the morning. What the hell? Oh, right. 1, it's later in the day there. 2, okay. That makes more sense. I was very worried for a second that we were going to have a blisteringly hot afternoon for no fucking reason, but... This will increase general happiness because of the increased food variety. Oh, we do actually have bread. Oh, I guess it's the starting bread. It's just a matter of getting some of the, you know, leather over here that we've just made over here. Okay, so now that we have another family that just moved in, let's get you into the cutty pit. And then these guys are going to go do that as soon as it's available, and then we can make a church. So when did you tan hides? What was the situation where you were tanning hides? 22 Celsius needs a warning? It was a pollen warning I got, but the pollen warning... like, also included the temperature outside. And also, you need to realize that for here, we start getting weather warnings above 25 Celsius. At least I do. Because most buildings here don't have air conditioning and are designed to keep heat in. So, like, if we go above 30, people start dying. Of, like, exposure, pretty much. Not everywhere is built like Texas or Phoenix. If you're somewhere cold where buildings are designed to keep stuff warm, well, like my building has no air conditioning, not even in the hallways. So it just turns into a furnace in the summer, which is why I sit here and bitch and moan, and then chat's like, it's only 32, and I'm like, yeah, well, it's about 40 inside, so if my computer shuts off, it's because it overheated. Which is why my, the internet, or not my power bill goes up dramatically in the summer because I set up my portable air conditioner. There we go. Literally, we just need a church now. Let's remove them from there. Let's let them go chop down some trees. Grah, thank you very much for the raid. What's up? Hello, raiders. How's things? Yeah, that or you have to live underground and be a hobbit. If you guys don't know Grah, Grah's a Caves of Cud themed VTuber. Piloted by a person who plays a variety of video games. What are you guys up to today? Grah X blind crossover. The unexpected crossover. Vintage story? Tales of Vintage. Cube-like Minecraft bits. Well, I hope you had fun. But over here, we played a whole bunch of Dwarf Fort where we were invading hell, and now we're playing some mild Manor Lords. You know. Mildly distressed by what that lady was yelling about down there, but you know. Something about you'll want to eat them hot and mushy? Is that what she said? I don't know about that. You found iron? Well, that's good. I found iron on the bodies of the humans I killed. And then demons killed a whole bunch of my dwarves, and it was fine. Was a good time, though. We had fun. It's a good thing we have clothing now. Most people have fuel. Everybody has food. Some people have clothing. It's a good day. Nobody has church. Everybody angry because nobody has church. We have empty houses that are very close to the market, and it's just like, come on, people, move in. God damn it. If you move in, you'll have a great old time. Where's a good place for a church? This is a good place for a church, I think. Well, I don't know. Maybe back here. One of the two. But yeah, welcome, raiders. Thank you very much for the raid. It means a lot. Summer's a slow season for me, and this channel never has gotten a lot of raids. Doesn't matter how long I've been around. So it means a lot. Cheers. We did drop a rock into hell. Yeah, and a bunch of dwarves got dropped into hell, too. But, you know, they were heroes because they took an archdemon with them. So, they may have died, but we thank them for their sacrifice. In this particular town, we're the town of Das Katzenschloss, and I can't even remember how to get this thing up. We are, what is my name? My icon is a pair of underpants, naturally. Oh, right, I forgot about these. We're gonna have to assign some of those in a minute. It was really intense. It was fun. It was so intense, chat had to pitch tents. It was a good time. Kind of amazed I'm not getting more people moving in. I guess it is winter. But, like, you know, we're up to 67% happiness and approval. I've got, like, at least 4 empty houses. Move in, people. I wonder if I can just, like, remove people from here for right now and just get them onto other tasks. Probably. Hey, another family joined, so I can just put them back onto the farm. Okay, so we're just gonna work with this now until I have 10 log, because currently we have 5 timber. Once we have 10 timber, I can build a church. Happiness is down. That's because a new month started. It resets to 50 at the start of every month, and then goes up and down based on, like, general happiness. Because we're into January now. We just cleared December. That's why. What's up, Mogwai? Heard good things about this game? It's just a really, 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 really chill game. That's the best thing I can say about this game. It's just really chill. And what's funny is because it was so obscenely overhyped. Like, this game was overhyped for what it is. The funny thing was when this game first came out, everybody was streaming it. Even people who would never play a town builder. Which is just really funny to me because, like, I kept on, like, I tuned into a couple streams the morning it came out and I was like, squinting at it and seeing what the other people were saying. And it was going on about how hard it is, and I'm sitting here like, well, I know I haven't cranked the difficulty up to the maximum or anything, but like, I found this game really easy to get into and very, very, very easy to learn to play. And like, everybody's going on about how complicated it is. I'm just like, oh, right, yeah, okay, because you just play first-person shooters. Got it. Okay, well, I guess this area is too small. Taking a lot of trees to do that. Where the heck did deconstruct button go? Chat room, where's the... Very few people have seen DF, surprisingly enough. How do I delete roads? Help. I need road gone. Reminds you of some old Fisher Price style Pirates toys. Yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it? And hold Alt. Okay. Thank you. Let's build a church. And then road tool, go this way. This is going to become a farm field. But thank you. Would have taken me a little bit to figure that out otherwise. I seem to recall it taking me a little bit to figure it out the first time, actually. Okay, so that's going to be our first church. I'm going to put another family onto this. Because currently everything is fulfilled except for the need for church. I can then upgrade 2 towns and get to the next level of village. Can you write stuff with the road tool? No. No, you can't. You cannot write stuff with the road tool. It is a proven fact. You cannot make rude symbols with the road tool. Definitely. I'm an expert in that regard, and I can confirm that no, you cannot do that. No matter how hard you try, you cannot do that. Do not claim that I can do that, because I've never heard of such nonsensical slander. I want to say there's like a tutorial tool tip about that, Dominic. No, I just want to make a town that looks like a giant middle finger. Or a dick butt. Dick butt village. Oops, maybe not that much. We're into January, which means it's actually time to almost start doing the farming things. You know, we could do barley next year. Why don't we? I don't know. That was my main complaint about this game on launch, was that there was quite a few mechanics in it that just were obtuse due to weird UI design, not due to actual like complexity of said mechanics. Probably. I took it from chat and don't speak German particularly well, so. I can understand German if it's spoken to me, but I can't write it. Nor can I read it. But I can understand it if it's spoken to me. So I'm going to say yes, it's intended as a typo. We're just going to roll with it. Sometimes you just need to roll with your mistakes. And today is one of those days. Speaking of mistakes, what are you up to this week in chat? Okay, well, I'm just gonna pretend that none of us noticed this spelling error, okay? And we'll just do that. Done. Perfect. A lovely, cozy winter time. Yeah. Well, I mean, we're in February. We're on the tail end of winter. And I'm gonna check this. Not quite yet. Okay, so church is done. Upgrade you. Shout outs to the family who gets their houses upgraded before they even move in. I think I just need 2, right? Yes. You're starting to drive your driver's license? Tisk, get a bicycle. Where are the cats? In the castle, obviously. Don't ask me where the castle is. I don't know. Dropped a positive review on this game, but it needs work to make it the diamond in the diamond in the rough to shine. Yeah, I mean, this is just another one of those games that fits into the same kind of issue of, well, it's a very, very, very solid baseline for what could be an absolutely incredible game in the future, but it's not quite there yet. It's like very much in that kind of portion of video game, you know? Which is, I guess, an unfortunately common area of video games, but considering this game is made by a person named Greg, and he's a solo developer, I must support Game, because Game is made by Greg, and I am also Greg, so thus Greg support Greg. I realize that that's dumb logic, but it's what I'm rolling with. Greg bias detected. Damn fucking right, son. I love how quickly we are running out of meat. Very quick. When Barry appear? Barry, I need you. I just need 4 logs currently. But currently I just need to get this done. Okay, there we go. Berries are good to go. Now the ruler's army is sighting. Cool. Nice to see how gregarious I am. I'm gonna figure out how to process that sentence. Give me a minute. I'll take 3 to 5, and I'll get back to you on the nearest available business day. We're literally just waiting on the silly ox to bring us the log, and then get this thing done. How is this doing? 93. Okay, well, wheat gets better. Turns grain into flour. %, 99%. Can I get 100% windmill efficiency? Is it like higher if it's by itself? How do I get it to 100 then? Damn you, video game.
Coming soon. Soon.
It's okay. We have enough food now, so I can lower that. Literally, I'm like, we have enough food. Bandits have stolen your food. Fuck you, bandits. Visually, does rain have an effect? What do you mean? Does like winter have an effect, or does rain have an effect? I don't understand the question. You can lower the hunting animals to remain for a temp boost and reset it later. Yeah, I know. I can read tooltips. I read the tooltips the first time I played. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if rain has an effect. I know winter does. Oh, there you go. Stefanos has answered your question. Just enjoy having Goldhoff, you wingnut. I'm going to move you back to over here. I thought you would be more effective over there, but I was wrong. You only got in droughts? Well then, that's unfortunate. Construction finished? Where? You mean deconstruction finished?
Hey, give us a hand over here.
Yeah, I don't know. This is the first area I've gotten in a new start where I actually had enough where I could literally, like, actually do wheat off the bat. And I'm like, well, that's kind of interesting. Might as well do that. So here we are. Let's level up my damn town now. Okay, so trade logistics it is, I think. Oh no, that's already what I have. Doubles capacity of all berry deposits. I kind of want to try trapping. Although, since we're farming, maybe heavy plow. What do you think, chat? Trapping or heavy plow? What do you think? It's up to you guys. Trapping or heavy plow? What do you think we start off with for this one? Plow it is. Apparently that requires 1 wood to do. I think I can order. It's not there. Also gonna slowly upgrade these towns. Upgrade to small stable. Oh wow, that was quick. So I guess we need to wait, what is it, a month to have a second? Nope, never mind, I already have it. All right, you right here. Boom. So Ditz is my plowing ox. What a great name for an ox. Instead of doing the plowing, awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing how terrible it is. I haven't messed with farming early game much. I've only started doing it mid-late game where it doesn't really matter because I've just had piles and piles and piles of resources and I'm worrying more about going into war constantly than I am about actually, you know, doing anything else. It's 13 families and that's how many we can maximally have. So let's make some more housing or queue up some more housing after this nonsense. Wonder if I could cram a house in there. I was gonna say this is some like Japan-esque housing. Damn it! I was really hoping. I mean, it said something about plowing and farming being more efficient, so I'll give it the benefit of the doubt and assume that it's not lying to me, but it might be. I mean, games lie all the time. Dwarf Fortress sometimes tells me it's fun. I mean, what? Not enough stable space? Quit lying to me, video game. Guess I need 2 planks. Welp. Speaking of lying. I'm thinking that I can just afford to take you off of here and put you over there in the saw pit. And also, I'm running out of food, so we're also going to take you out of here and put you over there. Or not food, fuel. You need to establish a town because your military is your town's population. And then if I scroll out, it becomes a region-based warfare game, taking over these different regions. The AI has already taken 3. And then bandits start attacking periodically in the enemy castles, or the enemy faction starts fighting you, and then you have to build separate unique towns in each region, and they all have their, except tax goes into one big thing. So it starts off as like building one town, and by the end game, you're running like 12. Or maybe not 12, but like 4 or 5. It's a neat little video game. I mean, it gets... This game, I think, has some of the most bizarre, out there, inaccurate information about it that I've ever encountered, maybe. Like, there is so much wrong information about this game, it's kind of hysterical, almost. But I have 4 planks. And you're telling me I don't have enough? Excuse me? Now I have 10. There we go. Gee. Not enough plank for the Moo Moo pen. Well, I mean, we do now.
Firewood.
Requires more planking, though. Sad. I don't quite want to put houses right there because that is like a deposit that I need. I can put some right here. That seems a bit intense, so we'll wait a little bit. Let them work on these first. Won't plank fast enough? We must plank faster, my lord. Or something like that, probably. Said the peasant, probably. Said the peasant is just a significantly sadder version of the band Said the Whale. Saw pit, you can go away. Let's get a second firewood vendor going. Expand living space. Yeah, why not? Because I can. Gets a second house in there without actually costing me anything. I regret to inform you that planking teens are in their late 20s now. I don't know if that's a regret. It's just kind of a fact, man. And let's start up another field. Except I think I need an upgrade for Rye, don't I? It's like I could plant a field out here, but that's why you feel so old? Well, at least you finally figured it out. I can read, yeah, thanks to Binho. Just because I'm complaining doesn't mean I don't realize it. Up here, how we doing? But it doesn't cost me more space to upgrade a small house, you know? It just costs me some resources, which is fine. Okay, so I'm gonna need to have a family for this location. Is something I'm going to need. Sakumi-zun, thank you very much for the brand new subscription. Enjoy the ad-free viewing and the Dorothy emotes. Chatroom, can I get a big round of beers? Appreciate you. Thanks for the first subscription in an hour. Means a lot, man.
This is heavier than it looks.
Let's see. Another family moved in there. So that's better. That's a better real estate location than out here.
Berries so plump and juicy, you'll want to eat them by the bushel.
I got 2 more I need to have. So the windmill's now cleared. Still waiting on these 2. So the next thing I'm going to need is I'm going to need a communal oven. Which fortunately just costs me 2 wood. Aw, man, I was really hoping that I could cram that in there. I'm always disappointed in this game when I can't cram somewhere into a tiny little spot where I'm like, oh, that'll fit. No, it doesn't. God damn it. Okay, well, we'll cram it in there then. It'll have to do. At least we'll get a decent chunk of wheat in like 40 days, which will give us an okay chunk of bread, which will keep our people's happies for a little bitsies.
You'll not find finer wares anywhere else.
All right, so the next thing I need to kind of work on is I need to get trade up and running. We need a trading post. So since trade is off map, it's up this way. Would make a decent amount of sense to plop her over here. Especially because there is that iron deposit over there, which we're going to have to use at some point, so. That, or I could actually just run this road right here. Run her up to there. And cancel that. And build the trade depot, trading depot up here. So I don't need to knock any trees over either. Nice. It's just, I'm getting dicked around by a repair guy who's been trying to make it to my place for about 2 weeks, and every day it's like, nope, not gonna make it to your place today. Nope, not gonna make it to your place today. Nope, not gonna. Come on, I need a lock repaired. Can you just like it works? It's just super fiddly. Could you like show up and fix it, please? Sometimes I wish I owned my place so that I could just break things and then pay somebody to fix them instead of like having to wait for the person my landlord pays to shows up and fix them, because they sometimes do and sometimes they just don't. But you have a good night, Pasta. Although I love the idea of a communal baking oven, but I feel like what happens when somebody just leaves a lump of like burnt bread at the back of the oven? Like, whose job is it to clean it? Okay, so we have space for 16 fammies. And another one just moved in. Excellent. And we will have bread in 30 days. So I can actually take the 2 of them off this for right now. Let's just put 2 of them on hunting for right now. That'll get built slowly. We do have timber and stone now. Who's on oven? Whose job is it to clean the oven? Well, I mean, obviously you'd clean the oven. Otherwise, like, King Asinine McFuckwit would show up and just be like, well, oven's dirty. Off with his heads! It's like, whose head? All of them! You know, that just looks too cool. It's kind of expensive, but I'm gonna do it. Because that just looks too cool. Why does this feel like Wandering Village? Well, there is 2 similarities that I can tell off the top of my head between this and Wandering Village. They both have people and houses. And roads.
Berries, bursting with flavour, fit for a king.
So this is a text message I just got from my friend Kevin. Guess who just spent $91 at Dollarama? Also, I bought 15 mosquito nets. Like those things you put on your head. The fuck are you doing, Kevin? Why? $91 at Dollarama. That's like quite the challenge. I don't believe I am capable of doing that. I'm just gonna give this one the brewery extension. I'm just gonna give 2 of these the brewery extension like right away. And the reason I'm doing that is because I know genuinely that we're going to need it.
Come on. Be strong. Fine,
Actually gonna take one family off the farmhouse so that we can go do all this nonsense. Next year we're gonna have barley. You know, we could start planting right now. Let's do that. A little late in the season, but you know what? Yeah, we'll just go follow wheat, barley. We'll do that. And then we'll get barley, and then and then we'll alternate the two of them. That's how we'll do it. But question for you, Antronarch. Why does this one remind you of Wandering Village? There's very little in common, aside from that they're both town builders. I think it's time to redo this road, because this looks awful. Road, you're trying too hard to please everybody. I don't need you to do that. There you go. Just need you to do that, and then this can get moved. And this little road can go here. Then we'll start trading. I'm still waiting. When are you going to answer my question, Antronarch? You can't give me a question and then refuse to answer mine. Oh, well, I mean, it's almost like city builders all use similar UI because people have figured out how to make city builder UI and how to make it usable and how to make it easily playable. Also, chat room, we're getting kind of lurky because it's late in the day and, you know, we've been streaming for a bit. And also, this is a super chill game. So the most important thing that you can do for me right now is keep that chat active, which you can do by just simply chatting. The longer the stream stays active, the longer stream goes. The quieter the stream gets, the shorter the stream gets. Up to you guys. You have the power in your hands, on your keyboard specifically. The more we have interesting conversations, the more entertained I stay. Otherwise, it's easier for me to just go edit a video. It hurts? Well then, I can't help you, friend. I can't. This seems like a you problem. Yeah, you can be very specific about it, but by default, it's just infinite distance. Celestine. West Side Story? God, it's been a while. You're kind of putting off visiting your mother-in-law? I've only met... well, actually, I only have one mother-in-law because the other one isn't alive anymore. But I know that's kind of grim, but at the same time... I've never had the experience of having to put that off because the other one seems kind of fine. I don't know. She seems like a lovely lady. Okay, so now we're getting bread up and rolling. Oh, they cleared that quick. I'm actually kind of impressed by how quickly they cleared that. It's just a lot. Me too. Can relate. I've been doing some studying. How dare you study? You're not permitted to study. This is entertainment, waste time, only time. Damn it. No, it's fine. Do what you gotta do. I'm just being pushy. Don't mind me. Okay, well, we got 6 months of fuel and 6 months of nonsense, so we'll remove you from chopping down trees and let you go finish houses. I think this is the best property in the entire town, I gotta say. 172 days until the bandits attack. You have no in-laws, all your siblings are children, and you're 13 years older than the second oldest of your half-siblings? Do you live with any of your siblings, or...? Yeah, I don't know. I'm 3 years apart from my sisters, so... How exactly do you get more villagers? If there's happy and you have housing space, people move in. It's pretty simple. Like that whole process portion of this game is very, very simple. So it's 10% done plowing. Well, I mean, they certainly got here quickly. I'm curious about this whole plowing thing, because that was something that chat said that they're very inefficient at. I do kind of walk in a weird circle. Starting to agree with you on the whole not positive how efficient this is. What do we have? Decent amount of grain. Still working on the wheat. Could just sell berries. Or go in the direction of, like, firewood. Yeah, let's do firewood. It's not very expensive, but... we're going to keep a surplus of 100. Well, 120. I'm going to prioritize another family on that. This is going to become a brewery extension, I think. Okay, so I had this notice pop up. I go to hover over it to see what it is, and it gives me this instead, and then it disappears. Awesome. Don't you love it when games do stuff like that? It's like, well, that's some nonsense. All right, so they are making grain, which is then being made into flour, which is then being made into bread. And currently I have a surplus of 1 bread. Uno bread. But this is going to start making my regional wealth go up, so that's good. You can give them smaller houses and less food just like real life? What? What do you mean, Patty? I don't quite put 2 and 2 together there. I'm not sure how those two equal that. Screw it. We're going to do wheat this year. Year after, we'll do barley. And after that, we'll leave it fallow. Poor people are drunk. I guess I don't understand the reference there, really. Okay, so once all of our grain is gone, which is there's 34 left. I mean, Stone is correct. Sometimes that is the way it goes. Family doesn't always appreciate your existence nor want you around. Like, there's portions of my family, too, that, like, I could care less about, I'll be honest. And we are making bread as quickly as we bloody well can. Because currently we have 177 flours. So this process is just going to be go through all of the flour and see how much food we can end up with in a pretty short period of time. A lot of it's just being transferred over, moved up for sale. It's pretty good. Which means now that we have some extra families around, I can level up some houses. Which uses up most of my timber. But we're all the way up to in October. Got 54 bread, still have 150 flour left, which is pretty good. And since we're getting into October, I'm actually gonna get, we'll keep one of those just so that we have more people to farm, or not farm, but rebuild things. They're getting this area over here plowed. And because we're also trading, I think I'm going to take the opportunity to jump over to our little stable and order us another ox. I'm going to throw that ox onto the farm fields as well. They're beginning to sow barley. And then after that, they're going to begin sowing... Oh, wow, I screwed that up. I'm going to do wheat and then barley and then follow. Okay. So I was correct in the way I had it set it up the first time. It's fine. And your just reference to being paid in beer is how people started to live in smaller spaces and organize larger farming plots. Huh. Is that true? The more you know. Wow. A rare visual glitch. I guess they just couldn't decide who gets the property line here. Huh. Would you look at that? Game of, the domination conquest thingy. Is the game mode I'm playing? I don't know, they're all pretty much the same. It's like, do you want to get attacked or not? But we are doing okay as far as housing goes. Also, trade, weapons... Actually, hold on. I have spears. Got 3 woodcutters' lodges. Maybe when your siblings are older, you'll try and connect, and you'll be in your 30s by the time any of them are adults because of that age gap. It's fine. You should try and connect with them. I will say that, like, having some connections with my extended family is one of the most valuable things I've ever had, but at the same time, I don't like most of them. So. But I think that's part of the reality of, like, you know, having family around. So you don't always have to get along with them, but you don't always get along with them, rather. We're gonna move all these logs over to here. You made that plot on hard mode for property boundaries? Oh yeah, you're not wrong. Although this area is kind of small. Kind of don't actually like all that much where I'm stuck, but 'tis what it is. I do have to say, I think this is the most bread I've had before the first siege ever. Considering I still have a shit ton of flour and we're making bread by the bucket load, practically. Anyway, settlement level has increased. Allows follow field as allows to use a follow field as a pasture which rapidly restores fertility. Oh, interesting. Bakery extensions. Produces bread and flour with twice the efficiency of the communal oven. Ooh. I kind of want that. Dramatically lowers the amount of damage caused by droughts. Cultivating rye. We could do... Oh, man. Reduces foreign import tariff by half, which makes trading with free merchants far more profitable. I kind of... Just the default conquest. Rock salts. Nothing's been tweaked. Alrighty, Patty. Take care. Yeah, I kind of want to try bakeries, but that's like the house extension, right? Let's try it. I never tried it before. Problem is I need to buy them. Okay, the other thing that I was looking at is I'm going to import spears and shields. But let's just do spears first. Yeah, we'll do that. So we'll get a total of 2 spear squads out of that. It'll take a bit, but we'll get it. Do I play this game a lot? No. I mean, I've got 21 hours in it. I played it quite a bit around when it first launched. Haven't touched it in about a month, maybe a little more. Basically, since the first 2 weeks of launch. I did play the what do you call it? The pre-launch beta thingy. Where's the hitching posts? I really, really wish this game just had like, there it is. I really wish this game had a just a easier search function. But I don't know. I play this game a decent amount. I quite enjoy it. I primarily played Dwarf Fortress. That's what this channel is. Dwarf Fortress and traditional roguelikes are kind of the thing that I really like, but I do stumble into quite a few town builders. People tend to like them, and I tend to like them too. Do that. Once we get that other stable done, I think I'm going to do a brewery extension on this one. Where are you? No, not you. You. No, not you. You? No, definitely not you. You? No, not you. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. It's this sucker. Right. Okay. Yeah, we'll take you off that. Go do the building of things for me, please. I think it's Alt. No, it's Tab. I don't have any empty houses right now. Damn it. I was hoping I did, but I don't. Those loggies need to be moved. Yeah, I don't know. This game doesn't have enough depth right now to play it a ton. I do quite like what I've played of it, but it's one of those games where it's like, you know, it's a very solid foundation for a video game, but it needs like another 2 years in the oven as far as I'm concerned before it'll be a game that I go out of my way to, air quotes, play a lot of. And we're not at that point just yet. We're getting there, but we're not there yet. I'm sure it will get there. I like the publisher of this game. The game itself seems quite solid, so. Why do you ask, though, Rock Salts? I realize I got nobody to build things right now, and that's fine. Actually going to pull somebody off of this saw pit. Move them over to this saw pit. Oh, actually, sorry. No, pull somebody off that saw pit and use you to build houses. Okay, so I can make one house. A singular individual house. We'll do that. Bang. Some more people in here. But yeah, I would presume, like, the logical thing to assume is that the artisan variant of bakeries or, like, you know, the communal oven would be better than just using a normal bakery. That would be the logical assumption. So it's a pretty safe thing to presume, which is generally the presumption I was working under. Also, this one can move over here eventually, but this is lower priority. Don't actually need planks right now. What I do need, however, also we've got tons of food. I can probably pull one family off of this communal oven. I'm just kind of amazed by how much wheat and flour we were able to get out of just one friggin' thing. Can I sell some bread? Yes, I can. Let's do that, actually. I'm going to establish a trade route, and I'm going to export bread, and we're going to sell... We're going to need a surplus of 100. So that'll be plenty to get through the winter. Went from everyone to streaming it to nobody streaming it in like a month. It's because, like, people who play games like... Well, this... I can explain to you why in like one sentence. This was a game that had 2 million wish lists. It was an extraordinarily anticipated video game. And when you have an extraordinarily anticipated video game and you have like 1 million wish lists, there's a very logical thing that happens, which is you get every single person who really, really, really wants to like gain clout and viewership, jumps onto the game and starts streaming it. And what happens when they start streaming it is everybody else streams it because they see lots and lots of people streaming a game. A lot of copies are being sold, so everybody streams it. And then what happens after that is, well, people stop streaming it because, well, they run out of content, and also people have stopped streaming it, and the next big thing has come along because this was the Flavor of the Month game. It's like, in order for content to be made for a game by people like myself, you need to have people willing to watch it. And the actual number of people who stream games like this frequently, like me, played it and went, oh, this is awesome, but like desperately needs more content and is very unfinished and isn't going to really satisfy fully for quite some time. And then they jump off and go do something else because they go, well, I'll come back to this when it gets updates. And that's where I'm at. I mean, like, I'm going to definitely be playing this game on and off for a while probably because I really like the base bones of it. But as a video game, like as a thing that I'm going to put time into, like there's just games that are worth my time right now more than this. As much as I enjoy this game, there's absolutely games right now that are more valuable time to fun ratio, I guess. Hopefully that elaborates as to why everybody stopped streaming it, but... Because you have the Flavor of the Month people who don't actually care about games at all and just want viewership. They showed up, streamed it. And then when the hype dies down after the sales go off, like there is no longer 170,000 people playing this game during the day, right? There's like 10, 12,000, right? Because, you know, it's settling into a normal development rhythm, which is totally fine. But it directly means that, well, until there are big patches or there's another hype cycle, you're not going to get much out of it clout-wise, if that's all you care about. And not to lie, but Flavor of the Month streamers really bother the crap out of me. People who just jump onto games temporarily, play them poorly, and go, hey, here guys, let's go, every so often. And then vanish off into the ether when the game stops giving them all of the view counts, and then they move on to the next whatever popular thing is. I don't know. I like promoting games and playing games that I think deserve the attention versus like just streaming games that get me attention. That being said, attention is still nice because you need it to pay the bills, but... Like, just as an example, when I streamed this game the month it launched, I had, like... Or the week it launched, rather. I had, like, 300 to 400 concurrent people watching. Now it's, like, 140. Like, most of the interest in this game is waned at this point. And it's going to take a little bit for it to come back. But that's okay. Get 2 families over here working on this. Maybe not 2, but at least some. Oh wait, hold on. Did they fix it? Damn it. They just need to add 1 lower bell sound. Can't quite play Ode to Joy yet. Game literally unplayable. Fix your goddamn game, Greg. Give me a different bell sound that's slightly lower pitched. so that I can properly play Ode to Joy. I'd be lying if I said that that didn't actually bother the crap out of me, because it does. Submit a bug report. Missing bell sound. What? Because if it went one lower, then I could play like the main theme for Ode to Joy. Could go da 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 da, which is like my favorite part of Civilization 2 is that when you like win the game, it play or when you win an age and you're in the lead, it plays Ode to Joy. A really, really bad MIDI version of Ode to Joy, which my dad said is an offense to classical music when I was playing it, and it played for the first time, but kind of a fond memory of mine at the same time. So now I just want all video games to play awful variants of Ode to Joy whenever, even if it's like, you know, not the right time period or whatever. I don't give a shit. I want games to play Ode to Joy. These are some weird-ass shaped houses. Do like right here, maybe? It's a bit better. Still not great.
You'll not find finer wares anywhere else.
If I do like right here. Yeah, that'll fit nicely. Welcome back, Napalm. I think I asked this right when you left, and if you answered it, I missed it. But who'd you go see? Or was it just like, you know, the house band kind of deal?
Berries so plump and juicy, you'll want to eat them by the bushel.
I want to eat them by the bushel. Noted.
You all know what that means. Berries so plump and juicy, you'll want to eat them by
Trying to import these spears, and it's going way too slow.
Come one, come all. Feast your eyes on our fine stuff.
Okay, large shields, import. Let's do 10, because I'm pretty sure that's what I need for these, right? Yep. Global market supply. We're exporting those at a decent price. Well, we just paid a bunch of money, so I'm kind of willing to believe that we just bought a bunch of spears and or shields. It also just made us some money, so that's also good.
Bread, freshly baked, still warm from the oven.
Yes. Manor Lords. Or Lantern Lords? Okay, I think you just named the next stream of this game I'm going to do. In like 3 weeks or whatever. How you doing, Sentient? Local jazz ensemble, 20 people? Sounds fun. Sounds pretty legit, dude. Let's buy them a horse. Lots of new families just moved in, jeez. Kind of amazed I haven't managed to import anything else. The hell are you doing? Crappy McTown. Please tell me you have brought shields with you. In your very empty looking cart. Called New Sound Jazz. They have 2 albums on Spotify. Well, you're welcome to link it if you want. I can't look at it right now, but you could also chuck it on the music room in Discord. I love me some jazz. Jazz is wonderful. There we go. Got some shields at the very least. It's a start. I just need spears now. Bandit camp was sighted. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, so we are getting some spears. Good, 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 good. That's what why are you just crossing the field? Where? Hold on. What is this routing? Buddy. Is there no road close by? I guess there is now, but taking a shortcut. This... You know, I was wondering why this trader was taking forever to get here, and I'm starting to realize why. I feel like this is probably a pretty good way of getting stuck constantly, actually. Anyway, I really need that because an enemy unit has been spotted. Okay, so they've got 18. Too many dudes. And I don't actually think... Yeah, because I don't have any treasury funds. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Well, I really... Here's hoping he brought a lot of spears. Here's hoping he brought a lot of spears. Because if he didn't... And also here's hoping that his spears arrive before those enemy soldiers do. Buddy. Because I need to be able to have like 40... Okay, well, fortunately, they're pretty far away. So let's just wait until they get about there before I worry about grouping up. Where is an up? Okay, so we can get the high ground right here if we wait. Come on. I need like at least 28 soldiers. This is like coming down to the wire here. Come on, buddy. Come on, duder. Get over here. Huh. Well, they made it into my fields, so don't have the option now. May have to jump back to the most recent save. Rally. Don't run. Why are they standing right there? Okay, so fighting in town still sucks. This is kind of a problem. Thanks, man. I'll look later. It's all the fault of that stupid trader taking the big-ass direct shortcut. Where actually is he? He's gonna claim he hit traffic, you know? Like, that's the reality. It's like, where's my weapons? Well, there. So... Yeah, chat, can I get a round of beers for good luck? Because fuck me, I'm gonna need it. And these brigands is attacking us. At least my spear militia have a 93% effectiveness. I'm going to tell them to stand ground. Can I... Here's the thing. I might be able to get another squad in. Might be able to get another squad in if those spears get delivered. Although I'm not sure if we have to distribute them to the houses. We might have to. Oh, geez, that's not what I wanted to do. Where is this twit? Fuck me. This is so inconvenient, man. Oh well. Wish us luck. Pray for us, chat. We do have a small church, so... It's Let's go for these guys. Oh boy, did I end up on the low ground? Why am I suddenly surrounded? Great. Great. Well, okay. No longer surrounded, apparently. I was really banking on being able to import some spears. I will say, I do feel like we have a slight chance of not horribly dying. Okay, what if I tell them to push forward? Push forward. We do have better gear than they do, because the initial brigands always have terrible gear. If I could just get like another squad of like 8 dudes together, man, we could just hammer into the back of them. Come on, spear delivery. The great battle in the fields of Cats and Castle. It's not really great, actually. It just kind of sucks. Let's see. Can I get another spear militia up and running? Let's try and get them to go right there. Oopsies. Rally. Right there. Okay. Get an extra 5 duders. Maybe we have a chancers now. Okay, let's, instead of pushing... Whoopsies. Thanks, game. That's a good time to save. Big meanie. The game's bullying me, chat. What do I do? Please quit run. Well, actually, no. Don't quit running. Yeah, now they're surrounded again. We really need you guys to get the hell over here, like, right now. Stab them. We're trying. It's good fertilizer. I don't know. It's good disease spreading. Anyway, that's how I lost an extra 5 soldiers. Ay. Yeah, well, that sucks.
Bring out your dead!
Yep. It's great to live here, you know? Fire's pretty, at least. We shall have our vengeance at some point. Probably not today, though. Can you go away now? Thank you. Or are you gonna go burn more shit down? Okay, well, jeez. This sucks. Oh, well. There's no bubonic. I mean, yeah, it could be worse, yes. I mean, that could actually have, like, a permanent negative effect, but it doesn't. It's just kind of like, man, that timing was real bad. Because, like, if we got those weapons, like, those extra 5 or 6 spears, that would have been close, but we would have won it. Oh, well. It is what it is. Everybody's just going to be real bummed for a bit. How are you feeling about the new update? Honestly, it's a lot of smaller balance things, and I'm not noticing too much of it. Can you asinine fuckwads just leave, please? Enemy unit has been spotted. Really now? I had no ID. I'm in complete awe of the fact that an enemy unit has been spotted coming from God knows where. Anyway, they burned my church down. And a few houses, amongst other things. Hey. Unburied bodies. Oh, is that the only thing that's upsetting you? Cool. Enemy unit spotted. Well, there's only 3 of them. Can I even make a squad? I don't think I can. No, I can. Okay, let's try and make a... Okay, well, I can get 2 dudes into an army. Can do that, because I have 2 spears now. Let's see. Oh, come on. I need a minimum of 5. Speaking of rude. Excuse me, we're just rebuilding the church over here. Grr. A bunch of crows outside and they suddenly all started cawing at something. I think a cat's crossing the yard. You're always torn when religious institutions get destroyed in games. Sometimes it's like, yay, let's be pagans. Sometimes you're like, oh, God, the church, everybody's sad now. There's a sense of community. Oh, God. Here comes another ruler's army to save my ass. Oh, there they go. Can you, are you guys gonna kill me now? No? Well, that's nice of them. Anyway, leave, please. Sorry, but that's just kind of, oh, look, hey, there's roadkill. Yeah, they're gonna leave. They're literally going here to go capture this zone, I think. That's funny. Anyway, everybody's pissed. Life sucks. Everything is terrible. And, you know, pile of bodies in the field. It's fine. Saved by Taco Bell? I don't know if it works that way, man. That's kind of hilarious, though. It's okay. We can recover. It was horrible and horrifying, but fortunately, we still have lots of bread and berries. So, like, you know. Things could be significantly worse than they currently have been recently. And I just bought another shield. And a family, just more families are moving in. It's great. Or family members are arriving. I like how them just, like, burning my field has just, like, completely wrecked. Completely wrecked the value of what we're going to get from this crop. It's like, it's just gone. It's completely gone. Done. Dusted. Wasted. Completely. Hey. It's part of medieval life, what, getting raped and pillaged? Yeah, I suppose so. It's like, oh, you live in a medieval village. Oh, by the way, did you know it sucks here and you'll hate it? It's basically how it goes. Sometimes back in my day, it wasn't always better. Okay, how are we doing right now? Pretty okay, actually. I think what I'm going to do is I've got enough, like, various food production things. We're gonna get iron going. Ah, the good old days when you knew it was a good week because nobody got, like, deaded in your town. Nobody got unlifed recently. Everybody's still alive. But the good side of it was that you didn't know when your neighbors were getting completely horribly destroyed and murdered because, well, there was no communication. We didn't have the internet, you see? And because we didn't have the internet, nobody knew that the neighboring town got obliterated. So, you know, it's like blissful ignorance in a way. How are you supposed to be mad or sad or stressed about the state of the world when you didn't even know that 2,000 people just died? You know, it's like out of sight, out of mind kind of deal. Be glad you're not on a river there. Yeah, be glad you're not on the ocean. Limited to 3 words because nobody could read. Please quit bitching is what the town hall letters read. And the people who could read would just simply lie to you so that, you know, you don't complain as much. Because if they told you the truth, they'd be like, well, fuck.
Perhaps it was simply a bad day. These things do happen from time to time.
But this is the higher priority up here. Well, we could get some decent hauls out of these. Okay, I'm actually going to take one of these off of here. Because we're selling berries and firewood. Yeah, we need more firewood.
Berries so plump.
It's for the... Going... Reject modern society, become medieval society. Reject modern problems, gain medieval problems. For some reason, I feel like that's a bad trade there. I don't quite know why, but I think it might be. I'll get back to you when I figure out why I think it might be a bad trade.
Tomorrow, find a new home. Or town.
100 days till harvest over there. 98 days till harvest there. We'll get a pretty terrible harvest, but it'll be fine. Once this field gets harvested, then we can make a malt mill and then get beer, which is good. Although here's the thing, Dominoc, or not Dominoc, Azrael Drac, even though Town Hall is limited to 3 words because nobody could read, the one benefit, though, is it didn't really matter that nobody could read, because at the same time, people could still draw dicks on the wall. Sign language still worked. You know what I'm saying? Like, were people as verbose in their communications? Absolutely not. But comedy was still possible. True, actually, yeah, pros. Don't have to hear about Elon Musk ranting about Twitter. Cons. We don't get to make memes about Elon Musk ranting on Twitter, and instead just have to hear the town crier ranting about something unrelated. Costs 4 log. What about you? 30 timber. Wow, I got a lot of timber. We're okay for timber right now. Kind of offended by the fact that I only have 2 soldiers right now. Okay, so you need 10 money, 4 planks for armor smithing. That's for Fletcher's. You make tools and swords, but I need bars. I think I'm actually gonna make another brewery. Because for this, takes iron ore, needs to be fueled, makes iron slabs. You're returned. Welcome worked. Have I drawn in dick and balls in the map with fields and houses yet? No, but I did write fuck you with roads recently. I was talking earlier about the concept of maybe making a town shaped like a dick butt at some point. But, you know, I'm not actually as immature as I pretend to be. I joke about doing stuff like that and then never do it, generally. Yeah, very classy. Only the most classy. At least we have, like, supply for just about everything. All right, to hell with this. Just gonna stop importing large shields. Get you right there. I'll just let things run for a little bit. 32 days until we get our barley. Won't get a ton of it because of all the bodies that ended up on it, but you know. 29 days until we get wheat there. Won't be a great harvest, but hey, it'll be a harvest. I think I still have plenty of spots that have nobody in them. Let's see. God damn, this housing fills up quick. 28 families, 28 homes. Damn it. I thought that we had more. Okay, well, I'll take you out of there. Okay, I can't really get rid of that. Let's go here. Although, then they'll be... it's a bad spot. Let's go right here. That is too big, I think. Reminds you of some of the parks from 4chan. What, Dick Buck parks? I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm too mature to do that kind of nonsense. Also, we clearing that iron deposit really quickly. Iron deposits go so fast. Let's just clear it all. Oh, right, duh. I do need a family still to build them houses. 4 months of fuel. Maybe I should stop selling firewood. Yeah, we'll do that for a little bit. Where the heck is firewood? Why am I not seeing it now? There's bread. Oh, there it is. Quit selling firewood. Need a few more months of that. The impressive thing is we actually made enough bread that we still have bread, which is kind of impressive. If you want to do anything long-term with mines, no, I believe you, but I'm just always, because I did this once before, where I just mined out the whole thing, and I was impressed that time, and I'm equally impressed the second time at how quickly you go through it. These are all breweries. Okay, well, I need some people working at the saw pit. Let's move you out of here and get you into the saw pit. Okay, so we got our wheat and we got our barley, which means our barley needs to be made into malt. And then we can make a tavern and have that stuff for a little bit. But we'll make the housing first. And as soon as I get some planks, I need 4 of them. This one right here is going to become this. 5 of them. There we go. I kind of was hoping they would have updated that by now where I don't need to close this. Anyway, blacksmith. So I can remove another person from here and also put somebody here. And once this blacksmith is done, we're going to get them making spears. And this windmill. This windmill is going to be made into... Well, he's going to start making the wheat. We do have a... Or the wheat into flour, because we're getting grain now. So the grain's then going to be converted into that, and then we'll get these bakeries up and spinning again. And I can keep you in the forger hut. I'm actually kind of amazed at how quickly the like general perception of happiness here went. Actually, like, really fast, as far as I'm concerned. Like, it went from, like, everything being awful to back to, like, things are kind of fine. Okay, so malt house is up here. Get them working. And then I can make a tavern. Although I don't think I have the stuff. Nope, I need 5 logs. Apparently my generic storage is full, so that bug isn't totally fixed for everything. Clean up the dead. Well, actually, I would say the threats are more long-term in DF than even this. Because, like, you have to deal with the dwarves' PTSD after that point, right? Whereas with this, not so much. Need some people to move in. There's the blacksmith. Want you making these, not swords. Build a manor. Okay, Dad. Can you read? Because if you can, you would notice the very, very obvious thing underneath my stream in the tags section. Yeah, if you can read. But clearly you can't, so. Thus, I won't trust any words that you have to say, and I definitely don't know how to play this goddamn video game or anything. You build a manor, child. Super backseat Dave, yep. Super backseat Dave. The inability of keeping silent. Your name is the biggest lie I've seen all day. But yeah, we don't accept backseating here. And I've played 40 hours of this game at this point. Not quite. 28. And I'm well aware of what the manor lets me do. And you telling me to build a manor makes me do one thing. Scold you for being a small, incapable of reading child. Should have stayed silent, Dave. You can't make them happy with waterfalls in this game. That is true. That is true. That is true. Waterfalls of beer, however, can in fact make them happy. Must have gotten the sidearms from the soldiers that died. A beer waterfall? I mean, I've seen a mimosa fountain, so why not a beer waterfall? Although a beer waterfall is kind of an oxymoron. So you tune in and immediately break the, like, one rule we really have in this channel, which is don't tell streamer what to do. So if you just tuned in, you're clearly incapable of reading the room as well. If I wanted to do what chat told me to do, I wouldn't have that tag, right? Do not care what you have to say. Clearly you didn't. Well, now you do, so you've learned, so you can take it in stride, or you can stop talking. Because I do not need your instructions, friend. All right, so now we wait till I have enough logs. Although I'm starting to think they just might not be in range. No, they're doing the thing. Okay, we're fine. There we go. Just waiting for the transport, I think. It's 62 ale. Do we have any more malt? Out of malt. Well, right side. Quit trading. That's confusing. Oh, okay, so they need a shield and a sword. Got it. I'll make you into that. I do, in fact. Family needs more space in a market area. Okay, well, I can make another market. No issue there. Did someone just say he tried to carve me a new nipple? Excuse me? Trying to carve you a new what now? Is that a Britishism I don't know? It must be. I'm pretty sure that's what that man just said. He tried to carve me a new nipple. But I also, like, wasn't paying full attention to it, so I could have misheard. That's just a Lord mannerism. Got it. Okay, sweet. Or a Manor Lordism. Okay, so that gets done. Alright, well. Now that Joiner's shop is done, I'm going to start making large shields, please. Large shields, please. Which just takes planks, of which I have plenty right now. So we're making our own shields, making our own spears. Don't need to import them. Hell yeah. And got that tavern almost done, of which I do have a family who can go work in it. I think the bloomery we can drop or no, that's the logging camp. Well, that's still, we can drop a family off of that. Bloomery only has one family working in it right now. Okay, that's fine. So that allows us to get entertainment. And honestly, considering we failed that first fight, I think we are off to the races currently. I have to make a stone mine though before I can, or import some stone before I can make a manor. Yeah, we'll wait a little bit. So I'm not importing anything, so we're just making money now. And there we go. This is actually, like, I think the most needs filled I've had around this far in maybe ever. Which is kind of neat. But chat room, we've been live for 9.5 hours. And I have a concert to go to. So I think I'm going to have to call it a day. That's what we're going to have to do. So if you guys want to say goodbye, VOD, you can do that. I'm going to shut off the YouTube stream now. So YouTube, you have a good night. We'll see you on the flip. Or not on the flip, but on Monday, which is the next stream that I'm going to be doing, which is my birthday stream. And yeah, that's it. My next stream is going to be on Monday, June the 3rd, which, like I said, is my birthday. And for this particular video game, I'm not sure when I'll play it next, but we'll play it next time the vibe hits. And hopefully, I can just play with my current save this time. Anyways, Chat room, ladies, dwarfs, gentlemen, friends. It's time to go raid somebody. So before you run off, we're gonna do the whole raid thing, okay? And we're gonna go raid somebody who tries way too hard on his goddamn stream and is very entertaining, and is a wonderful individual.